Dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails. From green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Ain't looking back.
Just waiting on them to get the session up. We will be live here soon. Hope everybody's ready for this one at Charlotte Dirt here tonight for the season finale for this series. It is going to be the Elite Pro Late Models season finale.
Tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Not mud in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe, running that wall, we're hitting the brakes.
What's up, Clint? What's up? What's up? Waiting for this session to pop up. Lisa with the 50 stars. Appreciate that, Lisa.
We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the ground. There's no quit. We live for the thrill. Speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us.
What's up, Moyer? What's up? What's up? See if that session is up. Waiting on it to come up. As soon as it comes up, we will get in the session, guys. Let me know out in the chat. Are you guys ready for some racing here tonight? Going to be pro late models at the dirt track at Charlotte.
This is our anthem, this is our creed. Dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back.
Looks like we got about 20, 21 cars. Let's go. Cough, cough, Moody. Moody's got a little bit of work to do tonight, I think. I think he'll be good. But this is going to be a tough track to win at. It is going to be tough to pass. Finale, I like that. I like that, Robert. I like that a lot. It is an AI song. Yes, it is. You were at the Dome? How was the Dome? Oh, it looks like the session's up. We're going to get it in there and ready for some racing here tonight. The AI has gotten so much better, especially with the music. This one actually came out really good. I got a couple of them. Right? It helps that you can kind of mold it the way you want it. Let's go Warrior, says Tay. What's up, Tay? The Dome was fun, for sure. I bet you the Dome was a blast. It was wild seeing the car go over that wall. And of course, Carpenter had issues.
Working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes.
All right, getting up in the server. Looks like right now with the people that are in there, it is a 3351 SOF. I think there's still a few people I don't see logged in yet. There it goes, starting to go up now. 00 back at it this year, nice. I'm going to be coming back. I'm going to be making a comeback in the big block modifieds, trying to make my way back up into top split. I'll still be broadcasting those openers, but I am definitely going to be doing some racing this season. All right, we are up in the session. Let's go ahead and pull up that screen for you guys. as these guys get ready for the season finale here at the dirt track at Charlotte. It is going to be around 2021 cars here tonight battling for a win.
This is our anthem, this is our creed. Dirt track
Should be
living
pretty
is all
wild
we
here
need.
tonight. You guys don't want to go anywhere.
No
Let's see
room
another
for
awesome race.
down
Dylan
in the mud, and we're
McKee.
never looking back.
All right. So Scott Dobbs currently at the top of the charts.
Dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest.
Go ahead and turn off the music as these guys are out on the track. Hearing those cars roar, it is going to be a wild one here tonight. Will Hanger's going to go ahead and jump to the top of the charts in that number 19 machine. He has been showing a ton of speed everywhere here lately. Oh my God, we got somebody in here as Santa Claus. Who is that? Alan. Alan, are you Santa Claus? We're going to call you Saint Nick. Saint Nick for the pass. All right, so we are going to get ready for a wild event. It is going to be 3 heat races. Everybody going to make it to the feature here tonight. 50 laps for tonight's feature. 50 laps for tonight's feature here tonight. Nick King going to be up in that number 6 spot. Got Logan and Lawson out on the track for their first times here tonight. Went up into the wall back there. Good little pack of cars going as they come down the back straightaway. We have, I think, 6 or 8 minutes. 6 minutes of the warm-up. It's going to be about 1 minute and 15 seconds left before we get into heat race number 1, random draw here tonight. Your draw is going to be so important. It is going to be hard to pass. It's going to be wide open. We'll probably see 2, 3, 4, and 5 wide racing, but it's going to be hard to complete that pass. You can see it now. They are struggling in practice contact as the 64 Logan going to go down into the infield. He's going to take a pit here probably earlier than he wanted. So it looks, I see 22 cars now out on the field, on the track. So it looks like we're going to have 22 for tonight's event. Thaddeus is going to go ahead and pull off the track. He is currently 3rd quickest on the charts. John Osborne making it back in the 00. First time we've seen him in a while. Good to see the 00 back out on the track here tonight. It's got to get that speed up a little bit. Zachary is trying to move his way up on the time charts. Currently 16th on the board. Brad Allman struggling a little bit. Remember, he was in the 6 hours of Bristol Dirt. If you guys missed that, that was a wild one. Go check that replay out. Skip through it. But there was a lot of good racing, a lot of good strategy, a lot of good conversation. And I even jumped in the car for pretty close to 100 laps and blew out the back 2 tires. That was crazy. It got so rubbered up at the end of that race that we were burning up tires in like 30 laps in a 358, 30, 40 laps. All right, that's going to be the end of practice. We're going to get into tonight's first heat race. It is going to be on the pole. We're about to find out. I don't know yet. For heat race number 1, it is going to be Lawson Williams starting on the pole here in heat race number 1. John Osborne gets a great welcome back in the 00. He's going to be starting in that number 2 spot. Starting in the number 3 spot, it is going to be Zachary Metzner in that number 3 spot. Thaddeus Marshall in 4th. Going to be Landon Moody starting in 5th. Clay in that number 6 spot. Dylan McKee in 7th. And Josh Smith in that number 8 position. Going to be 8 cars. Everybody going to transfer through here tonight. They are taking 22 cars to tonight's feature as they get lined up on the track. What's up, Randy? What's up, buddy? Randy Johnston out there in the chat. I can't wait to get in a big block again and try and not look stupid. I think I'm going to do a series on it. It will be a VOD series over on YouTube only. I think I will record those races that I do, or at least some of them, and give you guys an update as I try to run back up through the rankings on iRacing in the big block modifieds. This should be an interesting series. That class has definitely gotten more and more interesting, so you guys don't want to miss that. Make sure you guys jump over to MDI TV now if you have not yet subscribed over on YouTube, and make sure you guys give that a follow so you can get some of those updates. Oh, I know. It should be fun. I think it's going to be hard to pass, though, Donnie. I think it's going to be hard to pass. All right, looks like Clay, the Hangman, has not gridded up here tonight. So that'll be one less car out on the track. as these guys look to go green flag down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. These guys do the start on green, so this will be on green. Look for those lights to turn orange, red, whatever freaking color they are up there. Should be green, but I don't have a choice over that, so they are red or whatever color. As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Lawson going to slide it up the track. They're going to be 3 wide. Here comes Osborne looking for the lead. Osborne's going to jump into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to slide for the lead as Zachary barely clears the 0-3-1 for that number 2 spot. They are going crazy up at the front. Here comes Moody down on the bottom side trying to dig down low right behind Thaddeus as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, the pros, there's just not enough power. These things are pegging on these. You are hitting the limiter on these pretty hard on this tacky track right now as we got contact. Lawson gonna go around out of turn number 2. Will that bring out the caution? No caution flag. He just got flat run over by Dylan McKee as he goes around. Yellow flag is out. Let's go take a look and see exactly what happened here. Looks like he's got some damage on that spoiler. That might have slowed him down a bunch, and Dylan gets in the back of him, turns him around. Caution flag number 1 here for the night. Caution flag number 1 out there on the track as these guys go ahead and get them lined up again. We'll see if this will be a quick caution. Nobody's going to need to go on pit road. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, we're going to look for that green flag pretty quickly here, I feel. We're going to get at least one more lap of pacing after they cross the line. How are you guys doing? So, just so you guys know, if there's no official races, so we have no Monday Night Modifieds tomorrow. I am going to make this a light week, other than the opener for the pro qualifying series. We will not be broadcasting most of this week. I'm going to take a little bit of a mental break, take a break, try and maybe update a few things I have going on with the stream. Hopefully make a better experience for you guys. So just an update there. Make sure you guys do watch what I do broadcast. And who knows, I might get bored and broadcast something else anyway. But I have zero plans except for the pro qualifier on Tuesday. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Thaddeus Marshall with the lead. Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Thaddeus going to get a massive jump. John a little bit asleep on that start. Zachary going to try to get the run to the outside out of 2. As we get a yellow flag right away. Yellow flag on the track. All right. I think he didn't like that start. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened here. It looks like the 0-3-1 jumped out of line. They're going to throw away that restart. They're going to try to do a new one here. As Lawson Williams tried to take advantage and get a good jump on that start, but you cannot pass, but you cannot jump out of line to make a pass in this series before the start finish line. So they have to stay in line as they're going to go ahead and line it up once again. We should get one to go. One to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to try that green flag here once again. All right, we're going to stack them up out of turn number 2, nose to tail. They got to keep it nice and clean, no jumping out until that they cross the line as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Let's see if John Osborne can get a better start this time. Thaddeus going to hold him. Green flag is out. Big stack up coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Thaddeus out front. Oh, what a slide by Moody. Zach going to cut back underneath out of turn number 2. Moody back to the number 4 spot. Move Zach up to 3rd. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Dylan McKee has some damage on that number 12. He was pushing the wall. He might have a broken right front as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to keep it nose to tail out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Zachary looking for the number 2 spot. He's going to dive up underneath Osborne. Osborne's going to get the run out of turn number number 4. Osborne going to keep that number 2 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Single file again, but he has a bobble. Here comes Zachary. Back down low, down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Zach's going to clear him into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Here comes Moody. 3 wide out of 4. Big contact. Big contact out of 4. Osborne's going to get the worst of that. Into turn number 1 and 2. It looked like Zachary was coming down. Moody was coming up, and they made a sandwich out of that 00 out of John Osborne. He's going to move back to that number 4 spot. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Moody trying to get the run out of turn number 2 on Zachary. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Thaddeus, Zachary, Moody, Osborne, Smith, Williams, and McKee rounding out the field. All right, so heat race number 1 in the books. We're going to go ahead and get ready for heat race number 2. A little bit of excitement in that one. As they get them lined up out on the track, let's go ahead and hit up that starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be Hunter Hensley. Outside of him in the number 24 machine, it's going to be Colton Snyder. Starting in the number 3 spot on the inside of row number 2, it's going to be Hunter McManus. Outside of him in the number 29, it's going to be Scott Dobbs. Starting in 5th here tonight on the inside of row number 3, it's going to be the catfish himself, Clifford Driscoll, with Logan starting in 6th. And rounding out the field, it's going to be Brad Allman. Oh, that wall will definitely get you. Yeah, for sure. And they break the right fronts way, way easy. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. They're going to get 1 to go at the line. Who's your pick for heat race number 2? Let me know out in the chat as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Make sure you wave it. Wave it to your favorite as they come across the line. Who is going to win heat race number 2? As they head into turn number 1 and 2, Colton Snyder and Hunter Hensley on that front row. The start is on green. I think that might give Colton advantage here. Right? It's going to be hard to pass. It's going to be hard to pass. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Wait for that light to go as they head out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Dobbs got a good jump. So did Hunter. Hunter going to dive up underneath, trying to get that number 2 spot. Here comes Colton Snyder trying to thread the needle. It's going to be Hunter Hensley out front. Pair of Hunter's first and second as they head through turn number 3 and 4, trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Which Hunter's going to lead out of turn number 2? McManus up the track. Hensley up higher. 4 wide out of turn 2. Big contact. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Down into 3 and 4. Dobbs goes around. Caution flag comes out. 4 wide did not work this time. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Oh, man. McManus was completely sideways. It looked like Colton Snyder tried to thread the needle there. Just no room. We're gonna take another look at this one. Yeah, he tried to get up in there and just got into the back of Hunter. Not really even threading the needle, and absolutely gets into the back quarter panel of that number 29 of Scott Dobbs. Scott Dobbs goes around on lap number 2 in typical Dobbs fashion early on in this one. So caution flag out on the track. Looks like Logan and Dobbs both on pit road. We are going to go green flag with 5 cars out on the track as they go single file down the back straightaway. Brad Allman got to catch the field. Here's Brad and Snyder as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out as Hunter on the gas. Oh no, Brad Allman has a broken right front up the track out of turn number 4. Yeah, he's very broken in that number 9 machine. That probably gave Snyder a black flag. I'm sure it got cleared as they come out of turn number 4. Hunter McManus trying to run down Hunter Hensley. Oh no! McManus has a broken right front. Driscoll to the number 2 spot. So carnage in heat race number 2 as these cars are dropping quickly as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Brad Allman's got a broken car, but smartly stays out on the track. He's going to have that number 4 spot. So 3 cars really left up in this one, and I think Snyder's is a ways out of it as Driscoll tries to reel in Hensley as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be 5 laps complete. 5 laps complete as Brad Allman tries to get out of the way. That thing is absolutely broken as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Let's see. Can Driscoll catch the number 65 of Hunter Hensley down into turn number 1 and 2? He is digging that bottom side. He is losing ground out of turn number 2. He is now falling back 1 second from that number 1 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 7 laps complete. We got 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2. 3 cars left out on the track as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. You got to wonder if Colton Snyder might drop out of this one. He is a ways back, got a ton of damage on that number 24. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Driscoll looking for a little bit of speed as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be a white flag at the line this time by barring any mistake out of Hunter Hensley. He is looking to easily take heat race number 2. Through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Hensley leads the way. Driscoll in second. Colton Snyder in third. Allman, Logan, McManus, and Dobbs all off the track. It's going to be Hensley, Driscoll, and Snyder rounding out the cars running on the field here in heat race number 2. All right, so an eventful, very eventful heat race number 2. Finding a lot of cars fall off the pace and off the track. We're going to get ready for heat race number 3. We got good old St. Nick on the pole. It says St. Nick on my, it says Santa Claus on mine, but it says Alan on yours. So, all right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 3. It is going to be Alan Bergen. Starting in the number 2 spot in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Starting in third here tonight in that number 3 machine, it's going to be Cody Connor. Outside of him in that number 19, it's going to be Will Hanger. Starting in 5th here tonight inside row number 3, it's going to be Donnie Watts. Outside of him, it's going to be Evan Toller. Rounding out the field in the number 43, I know he's got some fans out there. Let's hear it for Nick King in that number 7 spot. It's going to be 10 laps here in heat race number 2, and you don't know what's going to happen after seeing those first 2 heats. I don't care where you start here. You got to feel like you got a chance as they head through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be 1 to go at the line. 1 to go at the line. Let me know out in the chat who's your favorite, who's going to win, who's going to... Oh, they are going to roll. They are not going to reset. They are not resetting the track. That is absolutely awesome. Go 43, says Tay. Yeah, go Nick King. As they come out of turn number 4, they got them stacked up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag this time by. Can Allen or Banks take the win here, or will Will Hanger steal it from him for 4th as they come out of turn number 4? Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into 1 and 2. It looks like Allen going to try to slide up, but Banks is still there. Banks shoots up the track 3 wide out of turn number 2. Allen trying to keep that lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Cody Connor to the point out of turn number 4. Cody going to lead lap number 1, but here comes Will Hanger. Banks into the tire in turn number 1 and 2. Hanger going to slide up the track. Cody Connor with a great cut down takes the lead back into turn number 3 as they come out of 4. Here comes Hanger with a big run. It's going to be Cody Connor at the line that time by. Cody going to keep the lead as they head through turn number 1 and 2, but big run out of 2 by Will Hanger. Will Hanger to the point through turn number 3 and 4. Looking like it's starting to get interesting for that number 4 spot as Tyson Banks might be having some issues after hitting that infield tire in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Going to be single file up at the front. We're going to jump back to the battle for 4th. As Allen continues to lead this battle in that number 4 spot. He's got Evan down on the bottom as Banks is falling back to 6th. Donnie Watts back in that number 7 spot. But how about this, Nick? Oh, we got issues. Bakes goes around out of turn number 4. Caution flag is not out on the track. No caution flag for now, as it looks like he's going to pull off the track as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Will Hanger leading the way. Cody Connor in second. Nick King in third. Did Josh not run? I don't remember seeing Josh out there, honestly. Out of turn number 4, we got a battle right here for that number 3 spot. Here comes Allen looking for the number 3 spot into turn number 1 and 2. Nick King trying to fight in that number 43. Did he get damaged when we were watching that other battle? He was trying to get the number 2 spot as they head through 3 and 4. Move Allen up to the number 3 spot. Oh, contact as Donnie Watts digs up underneath. Oh my God, that was insane. Nick King turned down, got into Donnie. Donnie completely sideways. Somehow they all keep it straight as the white flag is out. Will Hanger, 1 lap to go. Will's going to lead it out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for turn to number 3 and 4. Give Hanger the win here, and he raced number 3. Cody Connor, Ellen Bergen, Donnie Watts, Nick King, Evan Toller, and Tyson Banks rounding out the field. All right, so we're going to get about a 2-minute warm-up coming up, and then we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. All right, so the 2-minute warm-up here, we're going to see who jumps out on the track here early on. Looks like Scott Dobbs going to jump out. He's going to have a lot of work here tonight, working at the back of the pack. These guys jump out quick. They want to burn in this track as much as possible to try and make it as racy as possible as they head through turn number 3 and 4. So far an exciting one. We're going to see how the feature turns out here. We're putting 22 cars out on the track here tonight. 22 cars out on the track. This could be an interesting one here tonight. It could be caution filled early. We're going to find out here soon. I changed my name. Oh, I was like, why? So it's right on the ticker, but it's wrong on my SDK. I don't know why it's wrong in one spot and not the other, but hey. All right, so we got about a little bit more than 1 more minute, I think, of warm up here as these guys roll through turn number 3 and 4. Will Hanger out there with the quick time. This field might be in trouble. He's going to be starting 3rd here tonight in that number 19 machine. Good starting spot for Will Hanger. As they come out of turn number 4, it looks like we got about, probably a little more than 30 seconds left here to this warm-up. We'll see. He's probably going to give him 1 more lap once it hits that 2-minute mark. I might need to update my SDK too. It's been telling me to update it, so that might be why it's not showing up right on my side, as these guys are throwing sliders in the warm-up. I guess this is the time to do it. If you wreck yourself, you wreck yourself. You get a new car and you're still good for tonight's feature. It is so hard to throw the slider with these cars. It really doesn't have the right gear. I was out there doing, I've run a ghosting in their practice race before this. All right, so they are calling the warm-up over, and we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. As these guys cross the line, he's going to go ahead and advance the session, and we are going to get ready for 50 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 50 laps for tonight's main event, as these guys are going to get ready to get stacked up 2 by 2 as he finally advanced the session. Let me know out there in the chat. It doesn't look like Clayton's there, so Clayton might not be here, so it might only be 21 cars for tonight's feature. Yeah, Clayton is not in here. So it is going to be 21 cars for tonight's feature as they get out on the track. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the main event, it's going to be the number 83 of Thaddeus Marshall. Starting outside of him in the number 65 machine, it's going to be Hunter Hensley. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 19's got to be one of the favorites here tonight. It's going to be Will Hanger. Starting in 4th here tonight in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Zachary Metzner. Starting in the number 5 spot, it's going to be Clifford Driscoll with Cody Connor in 6th. Starting in the number 84, needs no introduction on this channel. He spends a lot of time here. It's going to be Landon Moody. Starting in 8th here tonight in the number 24 machine. I'm curious to see what kind of race he's going to have. It's going to be Colton Snyder. Starting in the number 9 spot here tonight in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Alan Bergen. Starting in 10th here tonight in the Double Zero. It does. Starting in 10th here tonight in the Double Zero, making a comeback to Dirt Series Promotions, it's going to be Josh Osborne. Starting in the number 11 spot inside row number 6 here tonight in the number 9 machine, let's hear it for Brad Allman. Outside of him in the number 74, we see him often here in Dirt Series Promotion. It's going to be the number 74 of Donnie Watts. Starting in 15th or 13th here tonight, it's going to be Dirt Series Promotions' very own Josh Smith. Starting in 14th here tonight, he was looking fast in his heat race, but caught some damage. It's going to be Hunter McManus. Starting in 15th here tonight, let's hear it for it out there. We know you're out there today. We know everybody's out there for that number 43 machine. It's going to be Nicholas King. Starting in the number 16 spot in the number 031 machine, it's going to be Lawson Williams. Wow. Starting in the number 17 spot in the number 29, he might end up in a scrap heap at the end of this one, but he always starts them. It's going to be Scott Dobbs. Starting in 18th here tonight in the number 151, it's going to be Evan Toller. Starting in 19th in the number 12 machine, it's going to be Dylan McKee. Outside of him, it is going to be, Logan Knowles. I don't know how to say it. And then rounding out the field in the number 21 spot in the 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Here we go for 50 laps here tonight as they are stacked up 2 by 2. Whoa. As they come out of turn at number 2, let's hear it as we are looking for the green flag this time by. Who's it going to be here tonight? Can Thaddeus Marshall hold on for 50 laps, or will Hanger get the best of them? We're about to find out as they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag for tonight's season finale for the Elite Pro Late Model Series here from Dirt Series Promotions. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Thaddeus Marshall down on that bottom side, getting that dig out of turn number 2. Big run down the back straightaway. Hunter Hensley going to hold strong on the outside side by side with Will Hanger for that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Hunter Hensley at the line for that number 2 spot. Thaddeus going to continue to lead this as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Driscoll starting to fall back. Here comes Moody in the 84. He's digging down low. The 17 of Zach Metzner looking for that number 2 spot. He thought about 3 wide as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2. Hanger has that bottom side digging. He is starting to roll ahead of Hunter Hensley. Hensley digging on the outside. He's got to be using up some tire. You have to throttle it up a whole lot more when you're on the outside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Zachary up underneath the 65 of Hensley as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Hanger going to move to the outside as he is trying to battle for the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I think I said 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. My bad. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Hanger trying to close the gap on the number 83 of Thaddeus Marshall as they come across the line. 5 laps complete. We got 1 in the wall. It's gonna be Donnie Watts hard in the wall. And 3 and 4. Does he have a broken right front? Nope, he keeps it going. No, he's got a broken right front. He can't turn in 1 and 2. Hard into the wall once again. Donnie Watts struggling out here as we got a battle for the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Will Hanger going to move to the outside. He's going to run the cushion out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Tries to close the gap on that number 83. He does on entry at 3 and 4. He's all over the back of that number 83. Down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. They're going to keep it single file as the battle for third is definitely starting to heat up as that catfish has hit the bottom side through 1 and 2. Will he be able to move forward? Here comes Zach looking for third. Zach's going to slide for third. Slides up the track. Easy cut down by Hensley out of turn 4, but give that number 3 spot to Zachary that time by. Going to be Hensley sliding up the track as Metzner's going to thread the needle down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We got a battle for the lead as Hanger slid for the lead. Here comes Thaddeus back down low. Thaddeus going to send it into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide up the track, takes the lead back. Here comes Hanger. Hanger with contact. Caution flag comes out. You set it hard? You set her a little hard, Donnie? All right, let's go ahead and see what happened to Cody Connor back here. Oh, I thought they were about to run out of room there. Let's see. Oh, he grabs the wall, gets in the back of the 65. Oh, he got in the back of the 65 of Hunter Hensley, turning him around. Both of them stopped at the exit of turn number 1 and 2 there, up on the high side. Caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. He tried to back out of it. I don't blame you, Donnie. It's going to be hard to pass here tonight. It is going to be hard to pass here tonight for sure. All right, we're going to be looking for some green flag action as they set up the Delaware restart. If this is your first time here, they do Delaware restarts here. It is leader out front by himself. It's going to be 2x2 for second out and back. Second place does get to pick their lane. As they come, it looks like Thaddeus has picked the outside, and it looks like Will Hanger had the lead at the line, so he's going to have the lead here as they get 1 to go at the line. All right, 1 to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Will Hanger leading the way as they are 2x2 for second on back. Who's it going to be here tonight? Can Will Hanger hold on? He's going to be hard to beat now that he's out front. As they look for turn number 3 and 4. When's he going to fire off? Green flag is out. Green flag's out as Hanger gets on the gas. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Zachary's going to try to slide. Thaddeus comes across the nose of the 83. Here comes Thaddeus trying to dig back low. Oh, it looks like the bottom side was an advantage. We got a little contact between Osborne and Nick King further back. Nick King with a big save as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. Thaddeus trying to work back in on that number 2 spot. Up underneath Zachary. They touch a little out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side for second as Thaddeus has to fall back in line. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Zachary's going to get the wall. That's going to open the door wide open for Thaddeus. Out of turn number 2. Kenny shipping into 3 and 4. He's going to slide up the track. Parks it on the nose of that 17. Zachary had to back out of it as he parked it there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Move Thaddeus back up to the number 2 spot. Hanger's going to cut down. Thaddeus gets a run on a turn 2, almost to the outside of that number 19. We had debris as a caution flag comes out. Looks like Cody Connor caught up in this one. So caution flag is out here once again. Looks like Scott Dobbs might have been caught up. Oh, Cody. Oh. All right, we're going to go look from Cody Connor's point of view. All right, we're going to go ahead and back this one up. Looks like Cody might have made a little bit of a mistake here. Tries to take it 3 wide, gets into the 65. Oh, might have been some net code. No, it wasn't the 65. Might have been some net code there. That was interesting. Let's back that one up again and take another look at that one. He's got some damage, so you got to wonder how that car was pacing, or running. As they're getting ready for the restart, we're going to take one more look at this one, see if there was any net code here He's going to get into the 151. There might have been net code there. I'm not sure. And yeah, Dobbs just a victim here as a caution flag comes out for the second time tonight. All right, they are setting up that Delaware restart as they come out of turn number 4. Will Hanger out front. It is Thaddeus going to take that outside again. Is anybody buffering? Let me look and see what. It looks like it's rolling good on my side. Is anybody buffering over there on Facebook? Let me know in the chat. I know Doug said he's having some buffering issues. Looking for the green flag into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Green flag is out as Zachary gets a great start on the inside. Will Hanger going to take the lead easily in 1 and 2. They're going to be 3 wide per second. 3 wide out of turn number 2 as the Catfish takes the bottom side down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side, Thaddeus tries to clear it. It's not there. Zachary's going to keep the number 2 spot that time by. Down into 1 and 2. Thaddeus thinks about sliding up the track, has to back out of it once again. Out of turn 2, side by side for that number 2 spot into 3 and 4. Going to be side by side out of turn number 4. Give that number 2 spot to Zachary that time by. Thaddeus going to go back to work in the middle as look at Landon Moody digging up in that number 84. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Will Hanger leading the way. Zachary in second. Thaddeus Marshall in third. As it are jockey in 4th position. How about Colton Snyder? He's up 3 spots, having a great run. Tries to slide up in front of Moody. Moody's going to keep that number 5 spot. Through turn number 1 and 2. Watching that battle for the lead as Zachary is all over the back of Hanger. Here comes Nick King. He's looking to slide. He slides up the track almost into Moody. He's going to thread the needle as Tyson Banks is getting contact further back. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for second is heating up as Thaddeus is going to make his way around. Moves into that number 2 spot. Moves Zachary back to 3rd. Zachary going to get the wall in 1 and 2. That's going to open the door for Driscoll. Driscoll going to dig down low into turn number 1 and 2. Good battles up through at the front of the track as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. At the front of the track. What the fuck am I saying? At the front of the field. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Caution flag is out. It was getting dicey in the back. Let's see if we can go figure out what happened here. Looks like Brad Allman might have been part of this one. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened to Brad. Might have been further back. Oh, he just gets the wall. Oh. He got the wall there and then gets the rest of it in 1 and 2. He's going to break the right front on that number 9 machine, and he is going to have to come back out, and he's got to get that fast repair, come back out, and try to race here up through the field, and that is going to be hard. So Charlotte Dirt, this is one of the horrible tracks. Yeah, you get some bad luck, Dobbs. I said it. I called it. You were probably going to end up in the scrap bin before the end of this one. That is unfortunate. I mean, I guess you could have taken the fast repair and been back out there and used that one. Uh-oh, I heard something. Oh, what was that? Where did that come from? I don't know where that came from. I heard a ding from somewhere, and I'm not sure where it was from. Whatever it was, I appreciate it. I don't know where that ding came from. Well, it dinged for some reason. We all love dirt track racing. That's why we're here. What's up, Dare Bear? As they head through turn number 3 and 4, green flag is out as Hanger's on the gas. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be Will Hanger leading the way. Here comes Thaddeus. He's going to slide into that number 2 spot, parks it on the number 17. I'm doing good. I am doing good. Out of turn number 4, a little bit of contact as it looked like Moody was all up underneath the back bumper of that 17. They're going to be 3 wide for third. They're 4 wide further back in the back. Moody up to that number 4 position. He's looking for more as he digs up underneath in turn number 3 and 4 to the front. Can he get up there as they head into turn number 1 and 2? Oh, the 64 of Logan trying to dig his way up. Who's our biggest mover right now? It is the 64. He's up 13 spots into that number 17 position, or into that number 6 position. Now 14 spots for Logan. Into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Zachary in that number 3 spot. Moody having to fight Driscoll out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody down low into turn number 3 and 4, side by side for that number 3 spot. Out of turn number 4, he's got to fall back up in line. Almost slams the door on that number 63. Oh, I'm sure it was. That's probably all a party there. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, Moody trying to dig that bottom side. He's got to fall back up in line. Here comes Driscoll to the bottom. Driscoll going to ship it into turn number 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Moody's going to keep it low. He didn't go all the way to the top. Moody thought he was going to give him the room. That's going to cost Moody a spot as the 64 gets around him. Moody going to cut back up underneath out of turn number 4. He's going to take the number 5 spot back as they head through turn number 1 and 2. He's going to roll the bottom out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Driscoll going to go to the high side. That is unfamiliar territory for the Catfish as they come out of turn number 4. Moody back up to the top. Here comes the 64. He's going to dive it in. Almost slams the 84's door. Oh, man. Driscoll trying to dig for that number 2 spot. Can't quite get there as they head into turn number 3 and 4. 64 is sideways. What a save out of Logan. Logan with the big save in that number 84 is Nick King going to move up to the number 6 spot now in that number 43, trying to move his way forward as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn. Oh, big wreck down the front straightaway as Logan clears himself high across the nose of Snyder. Big wreck down the front straightaway as we get the caution flag once again. He cleared himself high from what I've seen, but we're going to take another look at this one. I am pretty sure. Oh, might have been some netcode. That is a weird situation. I thought he just cleared himself, but there might have been more to that. Snyder just tried to dig to the outside. Wasn't quite enough room. And he caught the quarter panel of the 64. And the 031 of Lawson Williams absolutely piles in. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. So it is going to be single file restarts from here on out as we get the caution flag here once again. All right, so we are 30 laps into this one. We are going to have 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go here tonight in the main event as Will Hanger leads the field. Thaddeus Marshall in second. Zachary Metzner in third. Clifford Driscoll, Landon Moody are your top 5. It is going to be a single file restart. I'll bet you something here that some of these guys are going to be happy at single file because it is hard to get going on these restarts. All right, so they are going to get some courtesy laps. They gave some courtesy laps to the 031 as he had to take the tow. He'll be able to get back out there. They will give him they'll give him up to 5 laps to get back out on the track. And we will go green flag racing here once again. 30 laps complete. It will be 19 to go when they take the green flag. Good. You know what? I thought it was going to be single file, but this racing, good. I'm so glad he let this track fall through because this made this racing so much better here tonight. If he had reset the track, it would have been a lot of single file, I think. All right, so we do have a few cars out of this race. Looks like John Osborne, Donnie Watts, and Scott Dobbs all out for the night. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, we're going to see if they... it looks like we're going to get that one to go at the line. Looks like it's going to be 1 to go at the line as Williams has made it back out on the track. All right, let's get them stacked up single file as they head into turn number 1 and 2. As they get single file, it is going to be Will Hanger leading the way, Thaddeus Marshall, Zachary Mitzner, Clifford Driscoll, Landon Moody, Nick King, Tyson Banks, Josh Smith, Cody Connor, and Hunter Hensley. Your top 10 as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Wow, he is bringing them slow. He's on that wall. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to get caught on the wall in the start. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to spread out like a fan into turn number 1 and 2 as Driscoll tries to dig that bottom side out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be side by side for that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 4. I'll tell you what, Moody looking for a whole nother line as he was clipping the grass through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Moody digging that bottom side. A little bit of contact between Mitzner and Driscoll. Into turn number 3 and 4. That's going to bring Moody up underneath 3 wide. Into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to get back single file. Moody going to continue to roll that bottom side up underneath Driscoll through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Willie throw the slider. I think he likes the bottom side right now. As they come out of turn number 4, Willie clear him at the line. It's going to be Driscoll in the number 4 spot that time by. Here comes Nick King. He wants to join the party. He's running that middle lane out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, or back straightaway into wow, I'm backwards. Turn 2, back straightaway, now 3 and 4. Somebody give me a map as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway is going to be topside is starting to get that momentum. Looks like Moody starting to lose some ground as here comes, I think Tyson Banks is who we've seen in the background. No, it was Josh Smith in the number 83. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to try to make it 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Zachary's going to clip the wall, almost loses ground as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Zachary riding that wall as Thaddeus can't catch Hanger. Hanger continues to lead as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Little bit of contact between King and Moody. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Oh, big door by Landon Moody into Driscoll. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Now out of 2, down the back straightaway. Moody trying to keep that number 5 spot. Driscoll going to dig back on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. 39 laps in the books as they come out of turn number 2. Nicholas King on the move, looking for that number 3 spot. Into turn number 3 and 4. To the line, it's going to be 10 laps to go at the line. 10 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Nick King rolling that middle lane, trying to find his way around Zach. Zach's going to be able to hold on to that number 3 spot. 4 now as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Back to single file for third and fourth as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. King still riding that middle lane. 1 lane down from the top lane. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to push it in hard. But Zach's going to get the run out of turn number 4. Nick King has to get back in line. Nick's got that thing rolling in the middle of 1 and 2. It's just he can't seem to get the speed through out of turn number 4. They're going to touch out of 2 down the back straightaway. Nick King with a big save that time. Side by side just behind these guys for the number 5 spot as Moody and Driscoll continue to roll side by side. Zach's going to grab the wall. That's going to give an advantage for Nick King as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Zach going to slide up the track, almost clips the wall. Nick King on the bottom. He's going to have the number 3 spot that time by. Can Nick King get himself a podium? He's going to try to slide up. He decides to hold it down. Gives the room for Zachary on the outside. Down into 3 and 4. He's going to ship it in. Slides up the track. Oh, contact. Both of them in the wall. Here comes Zach back down low. Zach's going to slide down low. He's going to slide into turn number 1 and 2. Up the track. Cut down by King. King going to take the number 3 spot. That's brought Moody and Driscoll back up into it. Through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 4 laps to go at the line. 4 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for third is absolutely intensifying as wow. I just seen Tyson Banks cut the grass to slide Josh Smith as we got a battle for third once again. Mitzner's going to slide up the track. Here comes Nick King back down low. Nick going to slide him into turn number 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Mitzner going to try to get the run out of turn 2. Big run out of 2. He's going to take that momentum to the bottom in 3 and 4. King's going to try to pinch him off a little bit. Zach almost loops it. He's sideways out of turn 4. Oh, they get... wow. He gets split out of turn number 4, and somehow Driscoll and Moody are able to clear him. That could have been real bad as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Will Hanger leading the way. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go down the front straightaway. Going to be Hanger leading the way. He's got a 2.5 second lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Will Hanger leading the way. He's going to take the win here tonight. Thaddeus Marshall in second. Nick King's going to bring it home third. We got contact further back as they come out of turn number 4. Zachary must have had some issues there. It's going to be Hanger, Marshall, King, Driscoll, and Moody, your top 5. All right, let's go ahead and pull up those results. These guys are going to pull out on to the front straightaway. We're going to go ahead and pull up these results. It is going to be Will Hanger with the win. Thaddeus Marshall in second. What the fuck was that? All right, so it's going to be Thaddeus Marshall in second, Nick King in third, Clifford Driscoll in fourth. Going to be Landon Moody in that number 5 spot with Tyson Banks in fifth. Josh Smith going to finish in that number 7 position. Zachary in 8th. Brad Ullman in 9th. Going to be Hunter McManus in that number 10 spot. Cody Connor in 11th. Lawson Williams in 12th. Going to be Logan in that number 13 spot. Hunter Hensley in 14th. Allen in 15th. Going to be Donnie Watts in 16th. Dylan McKee in 17th. As Evan Toller going to be in 18th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. It is going to be Colton Snyder in 18th. Josh Osborne, Colton Snyder 19th. Josh Osborne 20th. Scott Dobbs 21st. And Clayton did not start the race. All right, let's see if we can pull in that top 3 here. Oh, I think that might work. I think that's going to be our better pitcher. Yeehaw, says Robert. What's up? Yeah, good run for King. He had to work his ass off. We're going to go bring these guys in real quick. I see him up there. Whew. It's a wild one here tonight. Good run, guys. Nick King, man, you had to... Tyson Banks says hard charge. I'll take it. All right, so great run here tonight, guys. Nick, you had to work for it. You were up 12 spots to the number 3 position, and boy, did you have to battle Zach for that one.
Yeah, that was I knew I had a pretty good amount of speed. I haven't been on it about a month, so it took me a little bit to get in rhythm, get back into it. But yeah, I knew I was if I could get up to him, I knew it was gonna be a pretty good run. And then I don't know if he clipped the tires going into 3 and 4 or what, but he went to throw a slider on me, and he was completely sideways, and I thought my night was over with at that point.
I honestly think that he just sent it, and those tires were whooped, and when we hit that slick, he was completely sideways, I think is what happened. But man, that thing was digging here tonight. You had to pass those guys. I mean, there must have been a little bit of courtesy out there. You survived.
Yeah, there was a lot of give and take. I will say that this was, I think probably one of the best races I've had here at Dirt Series in a while. Everybody gave each other room. Whenever you threw a slider, everybody checked up, undercut whatever they needed to do. They didn't try to wreck you or anything like that.
Well, great run here tonight. Always good to have you in here. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First off, I want to thank my wife and my mom for always supporting me. All the guys over at Majula say for all that they do whenever they can help me, they do. I've been pretty busy, so I've been running a whole lot. All the guys over at Warrior Racing and Warrior Wraps, they they made me better, push me whenever I need to be pushed. You obviously for the broadcast, you do a phenomenal job, one of the best broadcasters out there, and then Josh for putting on a great series.
Well, appreciate you. Good run here tonight. And I'm sure I'll see you in a couple more races before the end of the year.
Yep, we'll hope.
Yeah, Zach just said good race at the end to you, Nick.
Yeah, good run, Zach.
All right, so Thaddeus, track position was everything here tonight, I think, for a lot of you guys. You and Will had a good battle going, and the caution came out, and it came out in Will's advantage. And man, Zach was not making it easy for you. You kept trying to get around him. It was hard to tell on those starts if you should have been on the top or the bottom.
Well, like caution comes out and ruins a good fun race, and then, not going to say anything bad about Will because he's the leader, but he kind of checked me up every single time on the restart, so I had to pass the same guy 3 or 4 times. So at the end of the day, P2 is P2, and he wins.
Still a good run out of you there. Looked like Will had it hooked up pretty good at the end there, and it was so hard to pass. I mean, you really had to work at it to make the pass, especially when you got up to the front of the field there.
Oh yeah, towards the very end, I didn't see any passing going to happen. It was just rip the top, and I decided to try to run the bottom or run a different line, and it just wasn't working. So at the end of the day, I'll take the podium.
Well, good run here tonight. Always good to see you out there. It was a lot of fun to watch your race. So why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I got to thank Logan Gill for the wrap tonight, and the guys over at GFY for helping me out when I need it, and you for broadcasting, Josh Smith for putting on the series, and then my family for allowing me to do this each and every week.
Well, good run, and tell the fish I said hi. That's what I usually call Logan. All right, good run. Will Hanger. Man, I knew it was going to be tough. What's that?
I was just saying, Mr. Bather.
Man, I knew it was going to be tough. I knew we had a good group up at the front, especially with you and Thaddeus, and you being in third had to be nice. You got the win in your heat race. You had a decent starting spot in the heat race. Track position meaning so much here tonight, and being able to get out front. That caution flag fell just at the right time for you to grab the lead at the line, because I think in 1 and 2 he got back around you, and it looked like it would have been hard to say for sure if you would have had it again at the line. You guys were pretty close.
Oh yeah, definitely. I felt really comfortable starting third. I mean, it's Charlotte. You just put it up on the boards and let that thing fucking rip. I mean, not much to it. Thaddeus and Landon Moody were kind of acting like assholes in the practice session, so this one was kind of personal, so I kicked their ass for them. But other than that, I thought it was a great race. Other than getting mirror drove on lap like 8. But we took care of it, kicked their ass, and go on the next one.
Well, not a whole lot to talk about for you up there, other than you had a lot of clear sailing once you got that lead. I mean, those restarts were absolutely key here tonight to be able to stay out front.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've kind of gotten my ass kicked on the restarts and initial starts so many times that made it a point to get better at them and learn what works and what doesn't work and how to throw people off, and how to come out in front on those restarts. Because I mean, in a track like this, those restarts are where you make passes. I mean, it's where it bunches the field up. So if you're not on top of your game there, then it's really hard for you to put a full race together and end up coming out on the podium.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I gotta thank all the guys in Discord. Great friends over there helping me out, telling me what to do and giving me suggestions. And it's always good when you got a good crew behind you. All y'all for putting it on, you for broadcasting it, Hangers Hardwood Flooring, Hangers Custom Glass, Matt Tech Industrial Solutions, Scooters Bar and Grill, Stonehenge Construction Group, and Hangers Goat Piss, as always, really helped out tonight. and everybody else that kind of pitches in on this machine.
Well, good run here tonight. Good win. And I don't know where that puts the points, but I know you had a few wins in this series. So enjoy these wins, and I will see you when I see you again.
All right. See you, Mr. Batzer.
Later, bud. All right, guys. We are done with this one here tonight. Fire, what's up, buddy? We are going to have a little bit of a break this week. The only thing we're going to be doing is the Dirt Pro Series qualifier on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys got those follows. Make sure you come out and hang out. You still haven't gotten your first win of the day. You'll get it. You'll get it. I will be on at times. I may surprise everybody with a broadcast. We'll see. But remember, we will be live on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Pro Qualifier Series. You don't want to miss that one, guys. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.